Stop recording video. Button.
Hi guys,
Speech off.
I'm back again. So this is my video on transportation I recommend outside of driving yourself. Things that I use and why, and reasons why people may want to try one versus the other. I'm still getting ready. I'm still cleaning out my handbag, so that's that. So guys, this is VI Life with Kelly. And thank you so much for watching. It is still Memorial Day. It's Monday, May 31st, 2021. So yeah, guys, I hope you all are having an amazing time, either relaxing and resting because that's what you want to do, or connecting with friends and family, getting out, laying by the pool, getting to the beach, sitting out on the patio. Guys, enjoy, 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 okay? All right, so this is my take on transportation. It's always going to be, things about it that you would really hope, would improve, or you really just not excited about it. But, it is what it is. So, I used to be uber faithful, okay? I was so uber faithful, guys. It was unreal. I had never used anybody other than Uber for like 5 years straight. I was an Uber VIP, and I wasn't thinking about nobody else. Hands down, they had more amenities than Lyft. I liked the experience, the drivers more than Lyft. And I could get more things done in one ride. Like I could get 3 or 4 stops in one ride. So I was just down for that, guys. But what end up happening is they will send you specials and say like you can get free delivery if you use our Uber Eats, right? And your meal may be $12, but by the time you place your order, it's now $36. So then you're like, I thought you said I get free delivery. My meal is $12. But then they have other fees like a transaction fee, a service fee, tax, and all these other things that'll add up to you're paying for one meal 3 times. I got tired of asking for explanations. It is really easy to get refunds from Uber, but it's a big hassle and it's a turnoff. Another thing that I didn't like about Uber was the fact that anything that goes on during your Uber ride, they don't even ask you your opinion about it. You have no idea, and you may get charged a random fee, like $150 fee for cleaning, and you had no idea there was a cleaning issue. And then once they charge that to your account, depending on who you get, because they only communicate with you via email, whoever you get may agree, okay, let us look into it. And their investigation process is extremely vague. You have no idea what they call themselves investigating. And the charge will stay on your account until you agree to pay it. And then, so you won't be able to book another ride until you pay it. So they bully you into paying it. And they never take into account your side. They've never asked you. They just automatically bill your account $150. Then you have to go through the process of disputing the charge with your bank. And then that's when you can have your say. But if you don't have a bank that will just automatically credit your $150, then you have to wait until the resolution. And it could be 90 days of your $150 being hung up. So that's a huge turn off for me. Another thing, I don't like that they do not have a point of contact for Uber. You can never talk to anyone. Me with visual impairment, I definitely need to talk to someone. For example, the other day I had a Lyft ride. I put in there that I was going to the Perimeter Mall, Dillard's, and that I had one stop at the Marshalls across the street from the mall. So it's only like a 2-3 minute drive. The lady that picked me up had told me she was getting ready to go home, wrap up her day, right? And instead of her taking me to the Dillards across the street, she took me to the Dillards downtown in Atlantic Station. Okay? Had that happened with Uber, I would not be able to call anyone. I would have to be emailing back and forth and telling them what happened. And sure, they will give me, they may give me a credit, they might not. I will say they're easier about giving you credits than Lyft is. But with Lyft, you could pick up the phone and call somebody and talk to them about that right then and there and get it resolved, okay? So I don't like that Uber does not have the ability to talk to anyone about what's going on. You have to do everything via email. That's a huge turnoff for me. Okay, then for the longest, okay, what got me into Uber and so faithful to them was they used to have these monthly programs that you could subscribe to where you could pay $20 a month and get rides at a maximum price, unlimited rides. So at one time it was like $1.49 anywhere within the city of Atlanta, and you paid your $20 for this pass for the month for 30 days. Then it went to $2.49 anywhere in the city of Atlanta. Then it was like $3.49 anywhere in the city of Atlanta, which was great. Okay, guys. Who cares? I mean, $3.49 and you can go everywhere you need to go. That was great. Well, then they started slowly but surely raising it to where it was just a discount program. So now you pay $20 for this pass, but maybe you only got, 20% off your ride, which was still cool, but it was not the same when you started off giving us $1.50 to $3.50 trips. Each stop is a $3.50. It's like, that's super cool. I need to go 5 places today and get back home. I know I'm only going to spend $20 versus the $50 and $60 and $70 that I would spend normally. So I really enjoyed that, but they took that away. And then they started only giving you like deals for like food. Everything was focused around food delivery, Uber Eats, get your free delivery. I'm like, I don't order food like that. Like, I don't want 2 and 3 people handling my food. The people who prepared it, plus now the people that give it to you, the delivery man, now you handling my food and bringing it to me. No, thank you. I don't want that, So I really was like, I'm more a person that likes to go sit down and have a meal. I'm not the person that really likes ordering and having you bring me my food. No. And then it's like all these errors. I like to double check my food is like how I need it to be. And so me waiting on you, I'm really dumping this stuff on the floor, guys. Why? I don't know any other way to like clean out the bottom of your handbag without dumping it on the floor and then you just vacuum it up. So let me know if y'all found other ways to do this. Let me know, but I don't. And I keep snacks with me, guys. I have to. Like, I'm like a child. I have to keep snacks. I like to keep beverages, but they're getting too heavy. So, yeah, so everything was centered around that. I will say when it came to major events that are here in Atlanta, they did have great prices on that. And I did like that, like, once you're a VIP, they cap off your pricing. So, like, when I needed to go to the airport, I would never pay more than, like, $20. That was good and everything. But what ended up happening is after the situation where I had a driver, I had a series of drivers that did not speak English at all. And I was getting worried because they didn't understand where to take me. The GPS was giving them troubles. And we would spend lots of time. And I'm talking about back to back to back. I kept getting drivers that did not understand English. I speak 3 languages, but the languages that I speak did not happen to be their languages. And I had this one lady pick me up. I had 3 stops on my trip. She never found the first stop. and then we just riding around for like plus an hour. I was like, you know what, just take me to my last stop, let me go home. And she darted out into traffic, almost got into a car accident, hurried up and made this like sharp, crazy zigzag. And I had gotten a smoothie from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and it was sitting in that middle console with the cup holders, and it slung out over to the seat next to me. But I hurried up and picked it up, and thankfully, because it was so thick, and nothing spilled out. This lady turns around after this ride and sends in pictures to Uber and says that I made a mess in her car. I was like, really? And I asked her too while I was in her car, like, can she double check, is there an issue? But of course there's a language barrier here. I felt all over the seat. I felt nothing. But I don't know, maybe something spilled on her door. I have no idea. But I asked her before I even got out the car, was there anything? She says like, no, it's okay, it's okay. And next thing I know, I came in the house, I took a nap, and I had an alert from them that that they charged me. What did it say? No, I sent them a note because I didn't get all 3 of my stops, that they needed to review my fare and change and make those changes because I didn't get my stops, right? Okay, cool. Then I come back, I go to sleep, I take a nap, I wake up, and one person's telling me, okay, that's not the problem, we'll make the changes in an email. Then the next person tells me, oh, the charges are valid. I was like, what charges are valid? Now I'm thinking we're still talking about my original fare price, which for 3 stops that day, it was like $44. I'm like, I didn't get to do my stops. I'm telling them why. So then they said they would reduce it to $22. I'm like, no, it was $16 for just to come straight home. And that's what I ended up doing. So I just want to pay $16. So the one guy, he's like, okay, that's fine. We're going back and forth in email. But the next person I got, which was a lady, she's like, no, the charges are valid. Mind you, this is after my nap. So now I'm like, what you mean the charges are valid? So I'm like, no, ma'am, the charges are not valid. So I'm explaining to her. So then she comes and she says, no, I'm talking about the cleaning charges. I'm like, what cleaning charges? I go into my account and it says pay $150 now. I'm like, no, ma'am. So then I explained to her the whole situation. I'm like, and how is it that you all just automatically assess $150 fee on someone's account and you don't even ask me? Like, I've been with y'all for 5 years. I've never had this experience. So why would you all not be prone to saying, okay, this lady been with us for years. Let's check in with her and just make sure what is going on is really what's going on. Anyway, after we went back and forth, and that lady kept telling me after her investigation it was correct and I just need to pay the $150, I stopped talking to her. Because one thing I've learned is that when you're talking to someone that's set on whatever they think and feel and it's against what is right, you dealing with the spiritual. That's spiritual warfare. That's not even you dealing with that person no more. This is the enemy trying to distract you and take you off your path and have you, in a low level situation. You know what I mean? They're trying to get you. You done made a commitment to not cussing anymore, cussing nobody out. And here comes this situation. Boom. Let's see how you handle it. I don't need to argue back and forth with this lady. This lady probably makes $7 an hour in a whole other country. I don't know. And at the end of the day, she's trying to make her Uber money. She's not trying to lose her job. She's trying to just make Uber money. So I had to get off the phone. I said, okay, let me exit stage left. I mean, not off the phone. I had to stop emailing with her and start over when I'm fresh and ready to talk to somebody else that has sense. So I had to command my energy in my day and say, God has more for me, and there are more representatives. Just like I spoke to a gentleman earlier who had some sense, I'll be reconnected and rerouted to another person who has some sense, who can hear what I have to say, and who can honor me with justice and the process. So that's how that went. But after that interaction, it just turned me off, and I didn't want to do business with Uber anymore, period. That was like the last straw, because like I told you guys, I was already getting a lot of drivers that did not speak English. And it wasn't like, I speak Spanish, I speak French, I speak English. None of them spoke any of those 3 languages. So it was just getting scary, honestly. And this was like, I think last September or something, maybe October. I don't really remember 1,000%. But, you know, in 2020, it was already a lot going on. I'm like, I don't have time to be jumping in a car with random people and we can't even communicate. You know what I mean? And then I'm getting lost. And then you always wonder, you know, like, are they doing this on purpose? You know what I'm saying? Trying to make more money off of you. You don't know the motivations of people and what their intentions are. You know what I mean? So you just start thinking so many things. And I just like, no, enough is enough. That was the last straw. So I stopped doing business with Uber and I moved to Lyft. Now let me tell you how good God is, because when things happen, right, and you have a distaste, it's like, this is no longer serving me. This is not benefiting me. I'm big about don't do business, don't bless others, and they're not a blessing to you. Like, don't sit up here and keep patronizing businesses that are stealing from you. They're stealing your peace. They're not providing the services that they promised they were going to provide you. They're not, you know, it's just a pure frustration. Let me put my bag up, guys. Don't keep doing business with people and companies that are ripping you off, stressing you out, keeping you on customer service for hours and hours. All this foolery, you go through so much stress dealing with this company. No, God has more, and there's more companies, so just expand your horizons. So guys, I said, no, I'm not going to patronize this business anymore. It's time to move on. And I went over to Lyft. Now, Lyft had so much to offer. It was unreal. They have a pink program where you can pay $199, which is $200 for the year, and you get 15% off every single ride that you take. You also get like preferred status. They give you free things like you can do scooters, free scooter rides around the city. They give you another thing that I haven't used yet. I'll think of it in a minute. But on top of that, they have a preferred program where the credit card or debit card that you're using to pay for your Lyft rides, if you use it while you're out and about, you get Lyft ride credits, guys. So that was awesome. You also get Hilton reward points. So every dollar you spend with Lyft, it turns into Hilton rewards points. So you're adding up your Hilton points for stay at the Hilton, right? On top of that, you get Delta Sky Miles, which is huge if you live in Atlanta, Georgia, because this is their hub. Everybody flies Delta. You get everywhere you want to get, internationally and nationally. You get Delta Sky Miles every dollar you spend, and it's multiple. Like, I forget, don't quote me, but it's something like, I don't know, 2 points per dollar for Hilton and maybe like 3 points per dollar for Delta or something. I don't remember. But with Lyft, they had the rewards that mattered to me because I travel and I use Hilton points and I use Delta Sky Miles. So I was like, oh Lord. Another company that offers Delta Sky Miles that you're already using is your Georgia Natural Gas. They always have a program where you give them your Delta Sky Miles, and you can call them right now. If you have Georgia Natural Gas already, you can call them right now and add your Sky Miles account, and they will be giving you Delta Sky Miles every single month. You pay your bill on time. As long as you're paying your bill on time in full every single month, you get Delta Sky Miles, guys. And they've been doing that for years. Because I think I had them. You know, I've always had them. Now, I traded off having Georgia Natural Gas to going to Stream Energy because my bill is way less and it's super low. It doesn't matter if it's wintertime or summertime. I've never seen my bill higher than $60 yet. So, yeah. But, guys, anyway, Lyft just has so many more options. They do offer you like 7 different ride options. They have Luxe, they have Luxe Black, they have Luxe XL. They have Preferred, where you get to pick the amenities in your ride. So if you want to pick the radio stations, what genre of music you want to listen to, what temperature, if you want the windows down and the air or the heat, like it's like all these different options you get to pick. If you need the have trunk space and you want to make sure that the trunk is empty, like it's just so many things that's offered with Lyft, and I just really value that and I enjoy it. So those are my experiences with Lyft versus Uber. I will say that there's some distasteful interactions with both companies, but overall Lyft serves me and my values and my lifestyle well beyond Uber. I will say that Uber has better pricing sometimes, but with everything going on with the current state of events, Uber has less choices on vehicles. Like you're down to like 2 choices really, whereas Lyft is giving you about 7 choices on your rides, and then the different price points. They even have a wait and save option, which is usually drastically cheaper than just ordering your Lyft. Like it may be $7 versus $12, or you know, things like that. So yep, guys, I have been noticing a surge of private drivers that have come about. Hi Samuel, if you're watching this video, I'll have to link what's the name of his company because I have to ask him, and then what's his phone number and put it there. But there are quite a few private drivers that are circulating now, and it's because people are not really willing to do Uber and Lyft with everything going on, and then their Uber and Lyft drivers have become eligible for unemployment, so a lot of them are choosing not to drive at this time and not, you know, expose themselves. They've been out here in the thick of things, so they're like, no, I'd rather not. And they may have other extenuating circumstances that just make it where unemployment is the better option for them in their situation. So yeah, guys, I do like private drivers because I like that you can customize your experience with them. You can say like, okay, can you spend 2 hours with me? What is, you know, the price for 2 hours? I need to actually go here, here, here. I want to go, and you don't have to be taking your stuff out of their vehicle and walking all around town with you. That's why if you guys ever see me out and about, you'll see me with a rollable suitcase that I always have. Because as I'm picking up things, I put them in my suitcase and keep it moving, because I am in and out of different cars. I may hop on the bus, who knows? But I can't carry all that stuff, nor do I want to. Even my purse after a while. So yeah, but the private drivers, I enjoy them because you can customize your experience down to, just stay with me. I need to go all around here. I need to pick up a few groceries. Can you come in the store with me? Help me shop a little bit, this and that. And then it's a flat price. You got everything you want done. You don't have to wait and keep ordering and have all these pending transactions on your account, you know, waiting for authorizations to fall off and post. It's just a straight price. And so I do love having drivers, and I actually would prefer, now that's one thing that Uber did offer. I don't know if they still offer it, but Uber did offer you to be able to keep a driver for 1 hour. It was like a $50 per hour rate, and you could keep your driver for an hour and go everywhere you need to go within that hour. So that's something for you to consider with them. Now I will tell you, I still get a lot of emails from Uber trying to get me back as a customer, and they have launched this new program where they have this relationship with Marriott now. So they are giving you Marriott rewards points. So if you are a person who stays at Marriott properties, and you know, they own pretty much everybody outside of IHG, which is like the Intercontinental brands and chains, and they own everybody outside of Hilton. So that would be like Embassy Suites, of course, you know, Hilton Gardens, all that stuff like that. So Marriott owns like the Ritz-Carlton, they own the Whitley, they own JW, they own the W Hotel. I mean, they own a lot of things. So if you stay at those hotels and that's something, a brand that you enjoy, then you might want to stick with Uber, because they are offering Marriott rewards points now for your patronage. Okay, guys, so those are my tidbits. Of course, with the private driver, you're not getting any reward points for any of those companies. You're not getting any incentives, but you are getting the comfort of, you know, shopping around with someone who's waiting on you. You can leave all your things in the vehicle. They can help you at your disposal, help bring stuff in the house for you if you need, and you don't have to do all this keep rebooking, you know, your drivers. So that is a plus. On a day for me, if I needed to go like Sam's Club, Costco, grocery store, all that stuff like that, I would pick a driver for that day. But for days I'm running around town and I'm doing quick stuff, then I'm gonna do a Lyft, you know. Okay, guys, I'll see you very soon. As in the next one, I'm still working on the 100 videos goal by 11:59 p.m. tonight, Hawaii time. So I think this is number 82. So we're, what are we, or 83. So we're down to 17 videos. Bye. Let me get over here. Wow, it's farther away than I thought.
Speech on. Here, stop.
I gotta get ready, guys. I've been wearing the same.
One face near top edge. Stop recording video. Button. Swipe up or down to select a custom action. Then go.